Hi, welcome back to Sweet Talk with Andia. Today I have a new friend, Maggie Kane. She owns a place at the table, the first pay what you can restaurant in Raleigh, which is a phenomenal concept.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited to hear more about it. She is a legend in the triangle.
Oh my gosh, I'm not a legend, but thank you.
No. I can't tell you how many people say to me, you have to meet Maggie.
Oh my
You
gosh.
have to meet Maggie.
Well,
So,
right back at you.
so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thanks for being here. We're so excited, and for everyone on camera, they brought ice cream, and our staff went nuts. So we can't wait to come get more ice cream for the team. We will get you ice cream.
Poor guys, like, wait, I didn't get ice cream.
Yeah, we'll
do a party. We'll do a party.
We'll get everyone ice cream. Yeah. But so excited to finally meet you too. We have a lot of mutual friends, which we've over the years have discovered. I'm born and raised in Raleigh. Never thought I'd stay here. I'm so lucky. My mom lives here. I have a twin sister who has 2 kids, and I have an older brother who has a kid. And so now I'm just like a proud aunt and proud daughter, and I can't imagine moving away from this community and love this community so much. But yeah, born and raised in Raleigh, and have just been really fortunate to be here.
That's so cool. Okay, well, we're going to dive into your story so our viewers can hear more about you as I learn about you and your actual background.
Thank you.
Okay, so you graduated from NC State.
Went to NC State, yes. Go back. Always thought actually was going to go to Appalachian because I kept thinking I'm leaving Raleigh, I'm going somewhere else, which ties into other parts of my story, but ended up realizing I don't like the cold and could not be happy in Boone in the winter part. Many months I would be, but in the winter, so ended up at State and loved it so much.
And never left. Although you studied international relations and Italian.
Yes.
And you were planning on moving to Italy.
I was. Do you speak Italian?
I don't, but I love Italy.
I love Italy.
And then there was a change of events because it says here, and I quote, you sat down at a meal for a meal at a soup kitchen with friends who were experiencing homelessness, and everything changed. Yeah,
it was. It's such a mic drop moment for me. I went to school thinking, again, I'm leaving, I'm moving away, time to go explore and travel and do all the things. And I was very fortunate to travel. Lived in Italy for a little bit of time, in between high school and college. So love Italy too. I lived in Sicily. Have you ever been to Sicily?
No, I've never been to Sicily.
Oh my gosh, you gotta go.
I've been to Sardinia, but I've never been to Sicily.
Okay, Sardinia too. It's so beautiful. And we actually had a Sardinian exchange student that lived with us. So loved Italy. Spoke Italian at the time. It's been a long time since then. So whenever someone asks me about it, I'm like, please don't speak Italian to me. I'm not sure I'll be able to speak it back. But have just loved and been mesmerized with that. Thinking I was going to go work in Italy. Maybe I really wanted to work for an embassy, work in like the politics of it. And funny how life can change. And so in college, I started volunteering at a day shelter. Working specifically with people on the street, so folks who live outside, and it was a day shelter where folks could come in, have a place to be, get a cup of coffee, get out of the climate, whatever it is, and just be and have some respite for a little bit. And while I was there, I got to know so many folks that were there. Graduated college, and about 10 of those folks from the day shelter came to my college graduation. Cheered me on, celebrated me. I know. I know, crazy. It really is. And I was actually at a college, like a school yesterday with kids that were graduating from college, and I told them, I said, and it's really hard to get tickets to college graduation, so we're not sure how that happened, somehow, but cheered me on, and I was like, okay, like that was that moment where I thought, this is the work I want to do, and so stayed here, took a job running this shelter, got to know folks even more. For me, getting to know folks is done through food. So whether it be ice cream, whether it be a meal, whether it be coffee, it's that food and beverage is that tool to bring people together. And so I would go and eat with folks who are living outside. We'd go to the soup kitchen. And in Raleigh, we have a fantastic soup kitchen, feeds 300 people Monday through Friday. And while I was at the soup kitchen, I realized, truly that I wanted to spend longer with folks. And so we would go out to meals every so often. And my friend John, who had happened to be experiencing homelessness at the time, he had been homeless for 3 months for the first time in his life. And we were out to eat. We were at Golden Corral. We'd gone to Golden Corral 2 or 3 times. And I said to John, I said, why Golden Corral? Is it because you're hungry? You want to eat a lot of food? It's buffet, right? And that was my privilege, thinking that. And John said, no, it's because of 2 reasons. He said, I have choice here. He said, people make every choice for me. from what I eat to where I sleep. He said, here I have choice. And then the second is I feel seen here. He said, people treat me as invisible on the streets. People ignore me. They don't acknowledge me. They don't see me. Here they like see me, and I'm a real human. I'm a person. Someone greets me. They come around and they check on me. They say bye as I'm leaving. So that was the moment where I said, we've got to create a place where people have choice and people feel seen. That's insane. Yeah, it really, like, it was such a gift to know John, and such a gift to have that moment with him to really like hit me and say, like, let's do this. Ironically speaking, the closest pay what you can restaurant is in Boone. So started researching, found everything, found the pay what you can system, went to visit in Boone. They've been open 12 years, feed all regardless of means, farm cafe. They're amazing, incredible people. And so went to visit and said, do y'all think we can do this? And they were like, yeah, you should do it. And 4 years later, we opened a place at the table in January of 2018.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's been like such a whirlwind. It's been really awesome.
That's incredible. Wow, I did not realize all that. So there's two types of, this is my ignorance, like there's two types of shelters. There's day shelters.
Yep, exactly.
And night shelters where they can spend the night. But not everybody chooses a night shelter, or there just is not enough room?
Both and, primarily there's not enough shelters. We have great shelters here in Raleigh. We've got a family shelter, we've got a women's shelter, we've got a men's shelter, and a couple in between that. But we don't have enough beds. There's just not enough beds. We have a great drop-in center too, a drop-in shelter that is drop-in at night. It's being hosted by the Women's Center right now. Amazing. They're doing incredible work, but still, like, there's just so many folks who are finding themselves in that situation. And then a day shelter. We currently we have various things like day shelters, but not a place just to go hang all day. We did at the time, but now we don't. But it's a place for people to go in the day, because if you're experiencing homelessness, what I've found is that there's nowhere to go in the day. And there's not even a place to use the bathroom. Right? So now in Raleigh, we have a fantastic multi-service center called Oak City Cares. And so folks experiencing homelessness or extreme poverty can go and have wraparound services. So you can go, you can do your laundry, you can use the bathroom, you can get your mail, you can also schedule to see a doctor. And so we're super fortunate to have a place that is multi-purpose, and where it's, because if you're experiencing homelessness, what we've found and heard is that it's very hard to take care of all your needs, and you're on buses, you're moving around, you're trying to figure it all out. So this is one place that does all of that, and then they'll connect you to a night shelter if there's a bed.
That's incredible. Wow, there's so much good that we can do. I've got all these ideas in my head. Oh my goodness. Okay.
And they all need ice cream.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They all need ice cream.
Like, we donate ice cream every single month, and we just go back to the same places. But I didn't even know
my gosh,
there were so many options.
We have so many. I'm going to a fundraiser tomorrow night for the Hope Center. Have you heard of them?
No.
It's foster youth that are aging out, and so there's just like I said, there's so many great places.
Yeah. We need to talk more about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I think you answered this next question. I think John is the answer as to where does this kind of clarity and courage come from at this age? Like, you just knew this was going to be your path. Yeah. And it all came from meeting John.
It did. Yeah. Wow. And I just I truly feel like my purpose in life is to love folks, and to be loved and to love. And I just want to create places and create community that brings people together, and so I think that, we at A Place at the Table, which I'm sure we'll get into, we always say we fight food insecurity, but we really fight community insecurity, and that is it to me. That's the bread and butter of making people feel less alone, and I think belonging is so important in our lives that we need to belong to each other. And so I think at that point in my life, I was like, I just want to create places for people to belong and feel a part of, and come together. Wow. And I felt like I was living these two different lives. I was living this life with my college friends, and this life of, friends were getting corporate jobs and going off into the world, and then this life of folks who were experiencing homelessness. And it was like, how do we blend those two? Right. That's how life should be. We should all be in similar spaces. And it felt like more and more there was a divide between all different types of folks. Yeah. And so it was, how do we lessen that divide?
That's incredible. Wow. You are amazing, girl.
No, I'm not. I'm so lucky. I'm so fortunate. So it's been. I literally have the best job in the world. There is no other job like it.
Your attitude is the best. Let me tell you. So, A Place at the Table is Raleigh's first and only, right?
Yeah, right now. Not by us, but maybe by someone else.
Yeah. Pay As You Can Cafe.
Yeah.
What does that feel like to walk into this room every single day and know that, oh my gosh, look what you've built?
It's just the best. It's like the best. People say, what's the best part about your job? And I always say, I get to walk into a space every day, feel loved, feel like I belong, and get to know so many different people from all over. I get to be the secret keeper of all these cool stories and people. And so like, I just wouldn't, not everyone would love this, but I always am like, wouldn't you love to just talk to people all day and hug babies and hug kids? And so it's so beautiful. It's really like so joyful in this space. Today actually at table, there was a woman I've not seen since 2019, and she was in this space, and she used to help us in the early days volunteer. She helped keep our spreadsheets. She helped keep all of our things. We had no idea what we were doing. And so she came in to check in to volunteer, and she was like, oh my gosh, there's a system, there's staff, there's this. And so it's just been cool to see how things have evolved, and yet people still stay involved and still feel connected to this space. And it's really, really fun.
You're incredible.
No, I'm so fortunate, and our staff get to eat things like ice cream and meet so many cool other experiences and get to partner alongside other businesses. And
well, you know what, it's very evident, like you have incredible energy and you're so grateful for everything. And I always preach, manifesting and gratitude and all the things that make you a better human.
Oh yeah.
And you are naturally that. You are naturally like
Ditto.
such a thank you. You're very
Ditto.
sweet.
I mean, that's why we get along. And that's why so many people have said we've got to meet each other.
Yeah.
But I do have a lot of energy, and I do think it's maybe sometimes people are like, how much coffee did you have today? I said it's just who I am.
I love that.
Yeah, I do drink coffee, but I don't.
Well, coffee does help.
Coffee helps.
Be honest.
Yeah, coffee helps.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Let's see there's so many questions here, but I want to just not necessarily go in the order that they're in.
No worries. No worries.
Okay. Well, here we go. You were 23 when you started with no nonprofit experience.
No, none.
No restaurant experience. No. Just a dream to make things better in our community when you saw there was a problem. It's incredible. How many times did someone underestimate you?
Oh.
And what did that do to you? What did it do? How did it make you feel?
Great. That's an awesome question. Yes, had no idea what I was doing. I was working at the state shelter, and I worked in nonprofits since I was 14 when people could. I didn't realize 14-year-olds can't work anymore. The workforce program is 15 now.
Yes.
I just learned that. But I knew how they worked, but I was not in to understand how everything else worked. And actually running a business. And so in the beginning, for sure, I've had people underestimate me 1,000%. Haven't we all? And so I was young, I was a woman, all the things. But I do, for me, and I tell, I spoke at a high school this week too, and I said to them, I said, don't be afraid to ask. And so I just kept in my head thinking, I'm just gonna keep asking, what's the worst that can happen? And so even if someone said no and underestimated that we would get this, that we'd be able to do this, I put them on a list and I asked them the next year, and then I asked them the next year, and then I asked them the next year, and eventually they got involved. And so I just, not for everyone obviously, but it was, I just somehow was I wanted it so badly. I don't even know why. I just wanted it so badly that I was just gonna ask no matter what, and I was gonna just keep pushing. I definitely, there were definitely moments where I felt like it was time to give it up and maybe it would never work, and definitely things people said to me along the way. But for the most part, people are so good, and people want to help, and you just got to ask. And so I was not afraid to ask. And that's really how Table is here. It's not because I knew what I was doing. It's because we found a lawyer that got involved and helped us read the legal paperwork. We found an accountant that I had no idea how to write a budget. So an accountant got involved. We found someone who had started a nonprofit. We found a restaurateur that ended up staying with us until 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow.
We found all these different people that stepped in and said, let us help you. York Properties, they just club sandwich down. York Properties said, after 4 years, I think we have a space for you. And so after first saying no, there is no spaces. So it just is, it was just this evolution, and what you said, manifestation. It's like we manifested this and somehow it happened.
And you totally did.
Right? And then we somehow, and I do think I will say that there's privilege in that too, that I know that not everyone has the support system we have. Not everyone is white like me. Not everyone is, there's a lot of things, a lot of privilege that I had in that if someone said no to me or someone said something mean, I had a huge community that reminded me of why we were doing this.
That's incredible.
And I think that helps too, that I realize and recognize not everyone has. But yeah, we didn't let it stop us somehow.
That's incredible. Well, your soul was meant to do this work, first of all. There's no doubt in my mind. This is where you are meant to be, that you had this drive. But I think your message is so strong in not giving up. Like the self-talk that you had going on in your own head is what kept you going. And it was because of such a passion in your heart.
Thanks.
And of course, you created all the right people to come around you. I believe that.
Thank you. I do think leaders' superpowers are hiring good people, and that then they take, you hire good people, you bring in good people, you bring in good people to make things happen. And that's what's happened here is we've had fantastic humans somehow show up here and want to work here. I'm like, thank you for working here every day. And so it's happened that way. I will say there was a point, and I tell a lot of people this too, that they're definitely, 3.5 years in, I thought this isn't going to work. I'm done. I've got to be done. I had my friends and my family coming to me saying, you are 27 years old. Like, go get a job, go get married, go have a life outside of this like hustle and grind. I worked at a bar at night, and I did this during the day.
Wow.
And I'm a person of faith, and I prayed, and I was like, if this is meant to happen, make it happen.
Yeah.
And just like with everything, these doors just kept opening. And so like the next day we ended up finding funding to start paying me something so I could work less hours at the bar. Then we got our space, and then we, so just like started.
Of course.
You know how that works? I'm sure you have those similar stories.
Laid out for you. You just take one action step. Yeah. The path gets,
you keep following it, and you keep bringing more people in, and you keep, So it's been, we always say that this place to table is Raleigh's community cafe, and it is. They've made it happen. Every single person that got involved made it happen, and continue to. From the staff that show up here every day to the volunteers that come in once a week or 6 days a week to the folks that donate, dine, choose us, come and do videos like this. It is Raleigh's community cafe, and we are here because the Raleigh community continues to carry us.
That's incredible. Wow. Oh, okay, I'm so inspired.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
right
see.
back at you. I want to turn the camera around and reverse it to your question, to
Girl, you are
so you're going to have to tell me
phenomenal.
sometime.
It's very different. We live very, very hard lives for sure.
Yeah.
But you're doing God's work without a doubt. You really are.
I
I'm just serving ice cream. You're doing God's work.
Just serving ice cream. Did you hear that? Wasn't it good?
Half the pint is already gone.
Amazing. I'm so glad. Well.
We're throwing around samples and sharing.
Oh, you did?
Good.
Did you try the vegan one?
No, I didn't say I'll share.
Oh yeah, duh.
I share because I'm a
They can tolerate dairy.
This is true. Okay, I'll lock up. Bye.
Bye, have fun.
Thank you. Bye. Great to meet you. Okay, so I want to bring up your sister, Anna.
Yeah.
So Anna says, you've always been the one who sits down close, looks people in the eye, and wants to know everyone's story, which is very evident in you, by the way, obviously. How has leading with that kind of love shaped the culture you've built at the table? Because I don't want to take away from what you're saying about the community. That's like it's all the people. I know.
Totally. Yeah.
But there's there's no doubt that it's you, who you are, that's attracted all these people. The fact that you thank your people every day for coming to work is the reason they want to be here. Seriously. So
they're the best.
Obviously, your sister thinks that of you as well. So
that was very nice. Have you all been to Malapata yet?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Favorite restaurant in Raleigh, hands down.
Awesome.
And so we were there, and we were walking out, and there was a guy who was experiencing homelessness sitting on the curb. Yeah. And we were walking out, it was late, and so I was like, let's go over there. And she's like, I can't believe you want to go over there, but okay. And so we got in the car, we talked to her, we gave him some stuff, we chatted with him, invited him to the table. And then after she got in the car and she was like, I just wish I could talk to people like that. I just want to. Thank you. Like, thank you for bringing me along to do that. And it just is, my sister's the best. And I just, again, I feel like it's such a gift to be a part of people's lives.
Yeah.
And to be able to go talk to, this man that we were able to talk to and invite him to table. But no, I think that is the case here is we always try, and certainly we have our fair share of challenges. It's the restaurant business.
Course,
it's any business.
Yeah.
But we try we do a once a month staff meeting with everyone, and we try to focus where are we seeing the mission? What's going on? Where are we seeing our mission of community and good food? Where are we seeing our core values show up, which are dignity, good food, hospitality, community, etc. And so we just try to focus on that as often as we can. When we hire people, we do an orientation, like a stage day, as you would in the restaurant business. But we have folks come in and we say, we're going to pay you to come in. We're going to pay you to meet our team, meet different people on our team, and decide if you want to work here too, and decide if you fit the culture and the who we are. Yeah. We sure, you got to have some sort of skills. I don't cook, which is the funny thing. So no one would hire, I would not let our team hire me who doesn't cook. So you gotta know how to at least cut an onion. Yes. But we would rather you be a good person, you care about this community, and you'd be willing to be in the dish room next to a volunteer showing them how to do dishes. Right. You're gonna get asked a million questions all day, every day when you are prepping chicken. And number one, first and foremost, we don't care about the chicken, we care that you are talking to that volunteer if they need something or just greeting them. And so that's we always, when we're hiring people, we say, this is who we are. Yeah. This is the expectation here. And it's cool if you can't do it, but we need you to first and foremost care for the folks that come in every day. Yeah. And then we're going to care for you. And so we're going to do fun things, and we're going to, pay as much as we can. And we're going to do, different benefits and things that everyone in the restaurant industry should have. Yeah. We're able to do it. We're so lucky we're able to do it because we're a nonprofit and we can fundraise. And so that's I don't take that for granted, because I know most restaurants can't do a lot of those things. Yes. But I say all that to say that we lead with, we want you to care for this community. We're going to care for you, but we want you to care for every person that comes in, and it's going to be hard. It is going to be hard. There are going to be days that you go home and cry, or there are going to be days you go home because someone yelled at you, and it's going to be hard. And it's also going to be the best thing ever and joyful, and we want you to remember those joyful moments too.
Wow.
So.
Amazing. I want to work here.
Come on.
You sold me.
Come on.
You sold me. I should. My team always looks for volunteer.
You guys should come volunteer. You should.
My girls would love to come volunteer.
It is so fun, and we always, because we say that you get to see the mission at work. Yes. Whereas a lot of other volunteer, we're so lucky. You get to come in, you get to chat with people. Yeah. You don't know where they're from. You realize that you have more in common than you think. You realize you both love NC State, or you both love the Hurricanes, and you're cheering on and through the Stanley Cup through the tournament. I act like I am such a good sports fan. I'm not. But it is you just realize that we have a lot more in common than we think, and it's fun. Yeah. So
I love it. Oh, amazing.
We'll have to get y'all to come
Amazing. Okay. Whew. Well, we know all the incredible things that you do here. This work, I will say, absolutely takes a lot.
Oh yeah.
It takes a lot. How is it that you take care of Maggie?
Oh, that's a great question. Thank you. Well, I love this work so much. I'm also a guardian ad litem, and do you know the guardian? Okay, no. So if anyone hears this and wants to become a guardian ad litem, they can call me. But we are advocates with the foster system. So we are advocates for kids. So we get assigned kids in the foster care system, and we're their advocate in court. So we get to know them, get to hang with them, get to represent them in court. Okay. So that is such a gift, and definitely takes care of me outside of this. I have really good friends, really awesome friends that surround me with belonging and love all the time. We get ice cream, we get wine, we get all the things. I love to travel. So I travel a lot. I've traveled to Italy several times, and I hike the Camino in Spain. We have a sabbatical policy on staff, and so was the first to go. So did 6 weeks away and hiked
for
through
you.
Spain. Yeah, it was awesome.
for
You would
you.
love, have you hiked the Camino?
No, I have not been to Spain at all.
You would love this. It's literally you walk from France to Spain, coast to Spain.
Oh my God.
You would love it, and you eat and you
I need 6
enjoy.
weeks off of work?
Yeah,
Oh, geez.
and 6 weeks off of work.
I mean,
so
I think I have
sign
to
me
do
up.
this. I have to do this.
Your team's got it. Your team's got it. Your team's got it.
Honestly, yes, they do.
They do, exactly.
Yeah,
Our team has it. So did that, and then I travel, and I will say this is 7 years ago. If you had asked me this, or 8 years ago, if you'd asked me this, and then even like 2 years ago, like, oh my gosh, all I do is work. But when you have a really good team, you're able to pull out, and you're able to have friends and family. And I will say one of my biggest regrets is early days is like I made work my life, and I skipped a lot of things. I skipped baby showers, I skipped weddings, I skipped all the things. And now I try to really prioritize those things in my life.
Awesome.
Which
is
work will
great
always
that
be
you
there.
can. Yes.
And you have to have the other things that
absolutely
fulfill you.
That is so true. And in the beginning, you have to have that grind. You have to have the hustle.
Oof.
I mean, that's how you get to see,
That's right. To sit back and say.
to see what you enjoy. But
Yeah.
there needs to come a point. You cannot be a workaholic forever. Like
You can't do
there
it
needs
forever.
to come a point where, you've built it, let others help you run it, and then you've got to just go enjoy life a little bit. Otherwise,
Definitely.
then what happens?
Definitely. And you got to get out of your team's way.
Right?
They don't need me working the register, being slow, and they're like,
That is true.
They get out of their way, let them thrive. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, before we move on, I'd love to share some Andia's ice cream.
I would love to share some ice cream.
So we call this Sweet Talk with Andia, so there needs to be a part where we share some ice cream.
Absolutely.
So I hear you like peanut butter.
I love peanut butter. Okay,
brought
what's
you
the
peanut butter
Oh, this
fudge.
is my most favorite ever. And
We've got our little bowls, all right?
Ah!
And we have little heart spoons, which might be appropriate for today. There's a lot of love in you.
This is so sweet.
So we're gonna eat some ice cream and it's getting a little soft, but it's okay. It's
The
gonna be
soft is
perfect.
the best. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is great news. Great, this is the best one. Except I haven't seen what the monthly flavors are this month.
Oh my gosh, there's a whole variety. Oops, I'm making a big mess
That's
here.
fine.
I'm sorry.
We'll
I will
clean
clean it up.
No,
Please. I'm
please.
going to clean up the mess.
This is.
It's melting.
What is your favorite one too?
Mine is rose pistachio.
It is.
So I was born in Cyprus in Europe, and so
that's right, yeah.
I grew up eating rose flavored things. It was just normal for us.
Yeah.
Rose milk, rose, desserts, whatever.
Everything.
And so it was very natural for me to create a flavor that had rose in it. Cheers, my friends.
Cheers! This is
Enjoy.
this is the best interview ever. I've never had ice cream on an interview.
I love it. And I will tell you, you are the first to ask for a peanut butter flavor. So
Why
thank
has no
you.
one asked for peanut
It's
butter flavor?
so freaking good.
It is so good. I get this one every time. There's a caramel one though too, right? There's a caramel. Is there a caramel one, or was that one of my other favorites?
And in here?
No, not in here.
No. Yeah, like the salt.
The soft caramel, or the
butter toffee popcorn.
the popcorn. Yeah, the popcorn one's good too.
Popcorn,
Yeah.
I gave your team some of that. So.
I know. Thais got it and she was
I
excited.
know, but anyway.
So you like that? Okay. So what are the monthlies this month?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. We dropped mango jalapeno margarita yesterday for
Saw that.
Cinco de Mayo.
Was
That is
that
a
popular?
phenomenal flavor. Yeah. So that flavor won first place in the country in 2024. It came in first place,
No.
which I swore why did I submit it? That was a bad decision. Yeah.
In the country?
In the country. So we ran it all of last year because, but it's not a flavor that people will come get big scoops of.
Yeah,
But as
you just want a little
a
bit. You
unique
want-
flavor, it won. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that?
honestly, I look at a lot of food trends, and that one was a margarita trend. It was just spicy jalapenos were a big thing a few years ago. And so I just created it. That's my favorite thing to do.
Is the creation.
When I have time. Yeah. When I have time, and I can think and be creative without the pressure of being creative, right?
Yeah.
Because you
Trying
can't
to
be
come up-
creative when
No.
you're forced. My favorite thing is to create flavors.
Do you create them each month?
I do. They're still mine. All the recipes are mine still. I have my director of production. He's been with me 9 years, and he was the first person I taught how to make ice cream 9 years ago. He has gotten good at figuring things out and kind of creating, but he knows it's my baby. So I know he
so
could,
cool.
but I'm no, I want to do it. I love doing it, so it's fun.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
It's my favorite. I mean, that's what I love to do. That's why we
creative
started
part
this
that you
business.
love.
Yeah, it's because I love creating. But
And do you, so every month you take time, think, and
we plan months ahead.
Yeah.
So we do like a quarter ahead.
Yeah.
If it were up to my CFO, I do the whole year
ahead of.
But you know what? No, I can't be creative like that. Sit down and do everything for a whole year.
And trends
But,
and different things.
Exactly.
And
So.
And rose pistachio is still your favorite.
I love it. Right now we're running a flavor called Mayflowers.
Okay.
Which is, do you know what kataifi is? It's that shredded
Yes,
phyllo, right?
yeah.
That they do Dubai chocolate
Oh,
with.
yeah.
But it's a rose ice cream with kataifi dipped in white chocolate, and it has, I think, pistachios or almonds or something. It's freaking delicious.
You made it.
Yeah. And we just call it Mayflowers.
And you don't eat ice cream often.
I mean, not on a daily basis.
Just when you're like making it, you're trying it,
Yeah. My vice, should I say what my vice
Yes.
is? My vice is wine. I love wine.
I love wine as well. I'm always like, I've like stopped myself from admitting it on like when people are like, what do you do for fun? I'm like, I drink wine. Yes. And I don't want to ever make someone who might be sober like I love wine too.
You got to share a little bit about what the dream is from here for a place at the table, for Raleigh, for Maggie. What are you thinking the next 10 years for you?
Ooh, 10. Ooh.
20, 30.
What about a day at a time? exactly.
I know.
Exactly.
I don't know what 10 for me is either.
No, I think that I have realized that anything that Table and Maggie does moving forward is going to continue to bring the community together.
Yeah.
I think for Table, we've said for so long, what do we do next? What do we got to keep expanding. And so we launched a food truck.
That's awesome.
We're selling the food truck if you want it.
Okay. Was it harder than you thought? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
I have so much. Have you had one?
No.
Yeah.
I do carts.
The carts.
Yeah.
I wish we had started with the cart. We should have started with the cart. Food trucks, that life
It's a beast,
is hustle and grind.
Yes,
and I have so much respect for every food truck owner.
Yes.
But
agreed.
we are selling the food truck. It didn't work. And what we realized is like, why not just get like really, really good at what we're doing?
Yes.
Like why do businesses always feel like you have to keep expanding?
You're right.
And
That's
so
true.
we're like, we're gonna get really good at what we do. We're gonna love people even more. We're gonna keep partnering with different nonprofits to help better connect people and just keep being at 300 West Hargett Street.
That's amazing.
Continue to support our team, pay people more.
That's
that would be the biggest dream of mine. And try to get closer to sustainability here at Table. And then also like be a space for different nonprofits to really collaborate and come together. Be a space for different businesses to feel plugged into here. So continue to be a community spot for so many. We also want to help other people do this. And so we've worked with a lot of different groups that are starting these. I probably meet with a different group wanting to start a pay what you can cafe once a month maybe.
Wow.
So we're working right now regularly with a group in Wake Forest.
Okay.
And so they will hopefully open up a pay what you can restaurant there.
Wow.
There is a group in Durham that wants to do it too. So we're working with them. And then we've got friends opening one in Pittsburgh in the coming weeks. So
incredible.
And then just all over the country. We talked to different people. We had a group from Indiana a couple weeks ago that came in wanting to start it. So we want to say, hey, here's the toolkit. Let us help you. We'll walk alongside you. We're not going to do it because we think that these really, for us to go start another one, they come out of community. And so we're like, start it in your community and we'll help you. And so that's been fun to do and share everything we leared in the 8 years we've been open. Yeah. And then for me, I just really want to keep creating community and bring people together as much as I can. So I'm a part of and run a nonprofit group. There's 900 of us that are in it.
Wow.
We just care, people that care for the community. We're people that work for nonprofits, people that are on boards. We meet every month in person and online, and we just support each other.
You're incredible.
I'm lucky. And and then I'm a part, this is one of the most fun, of a matchmaking, dating like pitch a friend group. So we've done like 5 of them so far, where we are trying to matchmake folks, and we throw a pitch a friend event at Junction West.
That's so cute.
It's been super fun.
Awesome.
So bringing more people together that way too. So just on all these different
amazing.
pockets, want to keep connecting people so people feel a little less alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any book in your future?
Yes, I would like to write a book. I'd like to. Yes.
Such a story to tell.
Thank you. I do want to write a book.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to take some time off next year and go write and
That's awesome.
write on the power of that community's had in my life. And then similarly to you, like I love speaking, and so I would like to speak some more too, and just tell more folks about belonging and community and how much it matters in all of our lives.
Incredible. Oh, you are a very special human.
No, it's so fun. It's just so fun to be able to do this work.
It is. It is fun. It's a privilege.
But
it's also like you are just a gift.
Well, right back at you. Thank you.
You're very sweet. Okay. So there's a signature question I ask every one of my guests at the end of our conversations. So the question is, what do you want women who come after you to know or to feel because you existed?
Oh, I want them to feel, that's such a good question. I want them to feel like literally, I mean, this is so common and cliche to say, but if I can do it, anyone can do this. Literally. I am not, like, I didn't do well in school. I was lucky to go to college, like seriously, so lucky. It's amazing that I made it out. And also part of my story too that I didn't say is I really hated like lower school. Like I didn't have a lot of friends. I was made fun of. It was not fun. And so I say that to a lot of schools and women too, to say like, you can grow a community that supports you and loves you and cares for you. And so I would say, if I can do it, you can do it. And find people, find your community, find people that love you and care for you. It makes everything so much more fun and so much more enjoyable when you have people around you and you don't have to do it alone. I think entrepreneurship gives us sometimes says that like it's like you have to start a business by yourself, but you don't. You get to do it with other people and it's a heck of a lot more fun.
That is true. There is so much pressure in it, and you often feel alone. Even if it's not a said thing, it's still you often feel alone because, I mean, you feel isolated, right? Because you are going. Like we said earlier, you have to do the hustle in the beginning.
Yes.
And there is not often times that you feel like you have that community there. But we have to remind them that.
And you can find them. And if you don't know where to find them, like reach out to us. We'll help you find them. And there are people that want to love you and be a part of your life. And so that's what I want for everyone is to have community and feel loved and feel supported.
Incredible. Oh, Maggie, this has been amazing.
Right back at you. It's been such a joy to have. We're going to text all of our mutual friends and say we finally spent time together. So thank you for the time. Thank you for coming too.
So much.